Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to be talking about Finding the Funny by Ryan Pilling. I hope I pronounced that correctly, right? Ryan Pilling. Let me tell you about Ryan Pilling. I don't know how I stumbled on it, but I don't know if it's weekly, I don't know how often he sends it out, but I get an email from Ryan. And magic tips and tricks. I'm going to put the link down below. magictricksandtips.com. So I get a lot of emails from a lot of different performers, and I'm on his email. He's not emailing me personally. I'm on his email list. I don't know how I ended up on the list. I must have encountered him somewhere and signed up. But I get these emails, and they are the most informative and the most instructive. I am so, every time I get an email from Ryan, I open it up. He generally includes a link to a video where he's demonstrating some magic effect, and then he's talking about how he developed it and the method and the techniques. And he has a video on the Elmsley count that is absolutely astounding. If you've struggled with the Elmsley count, go to magictipsandtricks.com, look up his work on the Elmsley count, and he will guide you into a much better count. So I enjoy the man's work. And then in one of the emails, he announced that he was coming out with this book. And I thought, wow, I mean, I love his work so much, I went ahead and bought the book. And you know, I really found that there's a voice here. There's a unique voice in magic. Most of the voices in magic right now are telling you to be heavily scripted, and I think you should be. I think you should be. A script is a roadmap. You're not supposed to necessarily follow the roadmap exactly. And when you adhere too closely to a script, I think you deny yourself the opportunity to really establish rapport with an audience. Now, let me go into this a little more detail so you kind of know where I'm going. The full title, Finding the Funny, A Magician's Guide to Ad-Libs, Improvisation, and Audience Interaction. See, none of those things can be scripted. They all happen spontaneously, and that's what makes the magic happen. People want to feel like they're getting something that is a moment in time that will never come again and never happened again, and that occurs when you're open to ad-libs, improvisation, and going with audience interactions that go off the script. So he's written an entire book on how to do this. Now, from the ad copy, learn the techniques to create inspired moments of comedy and getting the best out of your audience volunteers. Add the sparkle of spontaneity to your performance. Techniques to develop a quick wit and discovering opportunities for comedy at every turn. Strategies for adding funny moments into your show. Practice techniques for sharpening your skills. How to write and develop new routines using improv. So I think this could be one of the most important books to come along in decades. I've read it, and let me tell you something. The teaching that's in here has become part of my thinking. And now, as I perform, I'm looking for opportunity, and I'm finding it. And the show has gotten remarkably better just because of this book. So I think it's fantastic. Now let me share with you some of the contents. Choose to improvise. A frank talk about whether or not you want to walk this performance path and why the answer should be yes. Nuts and bolts of improvisation. The 3 and only 3 critical steps to spontaneous success. Writing Through Improvisation, how to discover original routines and ideas with as little conscious effort as possible. Practicing improv. Simple techniques you can work on daily to develop your comedy muscles and habits. How to begin improvisation. Taking baby steps and removing fear. Working with audience members, the biggest section in the book, outlining step by step the key points to working with audience volunteers and making them the highlight of your show. This book will improve your performance 100%. So that's my pitch for Finding the Funny. And by the way, nobody puts me up to these reviews. I do them because I believe in them. And I believe in Ryan, and I think you should take a look at his work. Thank you so much for joining me. Please comment down below. I love your comments. Please subscribe if you've not done so already. Have a great day.